So something fairly exciting happened a few weeks ago, and it's resulted in a brand new project that I'll be doing over the next few months. It's freezing in the workshop. It's a couple of weeks to Christmas. 2017 is just around the corner, and the thing that I've got to concentrate on is this. I bought a plane, and it just fits in the workshop. So with a couple of feet to spare, goes right down to the end. And what is it? Well, let's have a bit of a look. This aircraft had been in the back of the hangar where I've been learning to fly over the previous year or so. So we went back down to have a good look around it, and I met the owner. A deal was struck, and we hitched it on the back of the car and brought it home. It's a Street Shadow with a 532 engine. It was built in the early 90s. It's a two-seater microlight with a pusher prop. Obviously there are wings on it. They're down at the hangar. And the first job is to get this engine off, because we're going to put a brand new one on there. This engine is an elderly bit of kit, designed in the 80s and 90s, but it uses points and condensers, no electronic ignition, and there's no way of bringing that back up to date. So we're going to buy something newer with electronic ignition. So that's a 582 engine. So that's my first job. But it's all pretty much original. Got the original, I think it's Fiberlam tanks on there. They've only ever been used with avgas, so they're all in good condition. But I'm going to get those off as well, and go through some of these mounts. Just clean them out, make sure they're all empty of bits and pieces. A few of these things off the original engine that I can use again, such as these radiators. But it's going to be a 582 with, I think it's the E-Class gearbox on it, which will incorporate a starter motor. Because at the moment, as you can see, it's a pull start. Trying to pull start a twin cylinder 500cc two-stroke, it's quite a lot of effort, and it's probably more than I can manage. I want to see if I can change these screens as well, put some fresh ones on there. These got a few cracks and they've got a bit crazed over the years, so just freshen that up as well. And there's lots of dubious electrics that I want to get rid of. In fact, there's something there that's not even connected. So yeah, we're going to breathe a bit of life into all this stuff. So there's got to be a new battery fitted on here somewhere, as well as a two-stroke oil tank that's got to go into the rear cockpit. I'm looking forward to getting stuck in. Let's go have a look up the front. So here we are at the front. Have a little look. Front canopy. I'm going to change the way that's restrained and put something on the side. So what have we got? We've got the flaps control. It's in there. Oh, that's extendable. Needs a bit of tidying up. So there's no foot rudder control in this. It's all controlled off of the two sticks. Throttle is left and right, with your rudder control backwards and forwards just there. And this is your main stick for your elevators. That's conventional. Push brake levers work the brakes, and then you've got your normal setup here. And I'm looking forward to freshening all this up as well. There's a few clocks here that I'm not really sure what's going on there. I'm going to take these mounts off GPS. I'm just going to square all these bits and pieces up. This is going to go. I think that's out of a Type R. And all these seem okay. I think it's just a case of lifting these off and tidying up the paintwork. So the first thing I did with the spanners was to start taking the propeller off. So that's the first job done, the prop off. Looks like it might have had a bit of repair work done here, but I want to sand the whole thing down and bring it back up to scratch with a bit of varnish. So we'll put this to one side for now, but we will get to this in due course. So I think next it'll be the radiators. They've got to come off. Should be fairly straightforward. Cut the bolts on these rubber bobbins and a few pipes. Obviously drain it down as I go, and then we'll be able to see a lot more of the motor. Here's a great tip: when you're selecting a bucket to drain your antifreeze into, make sure it hasn't got a hole in it, like that one did. Okay, so that's the rads off. I'm getting in there now. A few pipes to disconnect next, and electrics, and we'll be on to the 6 engine mounts, and there's a thrust bar in there somewhere as well to transmit the drive through to the airframe. So I'll track that down and unbolt that, and we can lift the engine off. Fairly straightforward. These are the rads. I'm going to be using these on the new engine, so I'm going to replace all of the rubbers, all of the hoses and all the clips on there, just to make sure it's all good. Might even give them a lick of paint as well, tartan right up. So that's it till the next one.